Here's what I learned after 2 days of non-stop grinding Honkai Star Rail. You can TP directly to the abyss, you do not have to go through the parlor. Feel free to level up anyone you want with the auto level up button instead of manually adding, because the game will refund you the excess EXP. And it will also calculate the amount needed to max the character. This generally applies to everything else as well. In order to interact with these memory bubbles, you will need to talk to Herta first. You will need to talk to, very specifically, the storage zone Herta, which can only be found here at Gallery of Shadow first floor. Once you talk to her, she will give you the she'll give a dialogue option to view the memory bubbles, which will let you interact with the memory bubbles and read the lore and get some credits as well. Searching the dumpsters of the second zone will let you acquire some pleasant looking trash, sanctity of the trash can, and trash, which is actually a detrimental item compared to this, which gives 4 technique points, and this, which gives defense to all allies. It's up to you if you want to get these, because you do not need them to win any fight so far. Take note that some of the treasure chests in each of the maps, represented by the top left bar here, can actually be a trotter that you must find. Warp trotters are the equivalent of slimes in Dragon Quest and golden hands in Persona, where they will try to run away. They will either run on the first turn or the second turn, so you should use the proper elements to try and stagger them and kill them as fast as you can. They will give gems for pulling. In addition to that, the trotter will always spawn at the same spot no matter what. So if you want to reload, you can leave the zone, come back to the zone, and the trotter will be at the spot that you saw it at, in case you let it get away. The trotter for this map here is around here, I believe, and I let it go once. I just TP'd out, TP'd back, and then it was there again, exactly the same spot. Similar to Genshin Impact, the attack percent stat is probably one of the strongest stats in the early game, because we do not have easy ways of getting crit rate or crit damage. So going for items that give you attack percent, or characters that give you attack percent, like Asta, will really help you a lot with your early game clearing. In addition, light cones like Chorus function very similarly to Trilling Tales in Genshin Impact, where it gives characters attack buffs, but in this case, Chorus seems to give attack buff for the entire duration of the battle. So it is a pretty decent early game option in my opinion. In addition to that, another book that I like is Sagacity, which after a user uses their ultimate, increase attack by 48% for 2 turns. This is after superimposition, which can be done by enhancing and superimposing the books, which will give the stat here more value. After searching the world and finding song discs, either through questing or picking them up, you will need to come back to the phonograph on the parlor car in order to load them in and then play them. In addition, to check the progress of your collections so far, for example, your books and your notes, you can go to Dan Heng's room, go to the bookshelf, and you will be able to see how many of the items you have collected so far. In addition, if you click on them, there will be descriptions that explain what these items are and will probably give a clue on where to find them. For example, this one is Astas, so it's probably on the ship somewhere. This one is also on Herta Space Station. And this one is by the Guideline for the Afro Hairstyle Association on the space station. So they give clues on where they are. Do not forget to talk to Pom-Pom whenever you have leveled up to claim some rewards to help you speed your way through the game. He gives things like EXP as well as energy. In addition, at level 20, you will be able to raise your equilibrium level, which is the world level of the game. In addition, at level 19, you will get one of the constellations for the main character. In addition, don't forget to go back to Herta's office in order to claim your index rewards. Index rewards are obtained by taking different blessings when doing the roguelike runs. When you collect all the blessings, you have collected all of the gems from that group. And there are many different groups here to collect the blessings from. So similar to Genshin Impact, go to your exchange at the banner and go to your Embers exchange, and remember to buy your Star Rail Special Pass and your Star Rail Pass for free pulls, essentially. These do reset as written over here. In addition, under Starlight Exchange, is quite interesting to see that you can actually buy some of the 5-star weapons from the shop, which Genshin does not have. But Genshin does have the 4 stars that you are able to redeem using the pool currency. So you can take note of this and maybe plan for getting yourself a 5-star weapon. For in-game currencies, such as the Herta tokens, go to their respective shop, buy items from the shop, and you will be able to claim rewards, with the last item being a Track of Destiny, which functions very similar to Genshin's Crown, which lets you max your skills, your traces. Under Settings, go to the 6th tab, and the 6th tab, called Other Settings, will let you control certain quality of life options, such as your auto, whether to display the character's action value during a battle, auto lock the 4-star light cones when you obtain them, as well as your preferred mode of controlling your sprint, as well as whether you should continue the use of auto battle for each subsequent battle. This game has some great quality of life compared to Genshin, so instead of making your condensed resin, you are able to simply drag the option to decide how many waves you wish to fight in a row, which will help to speed up your grinding since you can auto it, and helps you to burn your resin quickly. In this game, we have 180 resin, so 18 waves will consume all of your resin and give you all of the rewards, letting you burn your resin really fast. Lastly, in terms of game progression, I am currently at Equilibrium 1 and Trailblaze level 23. I'm very close to unlocking the next main story quest. So far, my team comp has been all 4 stars, and I've been using the free ones for the entire game so far. I have been able to clear up to stage 5 of the last vestiges of Towering Citadel, which is basically Genshin's Abyss. For stage 5, I believe they recommended a level 44, but I was able to clear with the base units at level 40. I haven't tried number 6 yet. I just want to do the story quest first before I try attempting any deeper. So far, these units have carried me all this way, and I think they will continue to carry me through the rest of the game. The units seem to have their... the enemies seem to have good typings for our units. So in the second zone, enemies are weak to lightning, and Serval has been given to us to help us deal with those guys. In addition, lots of enemies are weak to physical, wind, fire, and ice, with very few of them having imaginary and quantum weaknesses. but they also give us a quantum DPS after you clear the third stage of the last vestiges of Towering Citadel. This fourth character is called Qingque, and she is a quantum AoE DPS. She's quite cool. She has some mahjong skills or something like that. And if you gather 4 of the same tile, she will get a special basic attack. Quite an interesting character. I have not built her yet, but I will be trying her soon. As for whether she is the Xiangling of this game, being busted and being used in every single team comp, that will have to be seen after my testing. So as of now, this game is pretty F2P as of AR23. The units that I've used are basically all the free ones that they've given us. I'm currently building up some of the 4 stars that I've pulled. I'm not going to build up Clara because I'm going to just try F2Ping my way through the entire game. Clara will just have to look pretty and sit down in the bench for now. So far this game has been really entertaining. If you are a Persona fan, a Trails fan, any sort of RPG, I would say that this game is actually pretty damn fun. There's a lot of good storytelling, even interactions which normally should just be like you rummaging through the trash, have some pretty funny dialogue. There are quite a lot of interesting puzzles, and the quality of life in this game is quite incredible compared to Genshin Impact. And I have played Genshin for the last 2 years, so I think I would know the quality of life stuff here. The resin, the auto battling. I mean, of course, the game is turn-based, so that's why they can do the auto battling. Genshin is not, but still, this game really is not so time-wasting as compared to Genshin, where instead you can just pop all of your resin by clicking the button 3 times and letting the AI play for you. In addition, I forgot to mention actually, if you go to the dailies, there are options instead of doing a daily commission. While doing a daily mission will give you 200 activity points, which will help you to fill up about 1/3 of this. You can actually ignore that and simply do other things, such as doing EXP or gold run, money run. You can also just do combat. You can use ultimates. You can take photos, and you can level up your light cones. So actually, it's very lenient. It's it's very lenient, this system. So you don't have to always do your dailies. You can just do whatever you want here, and you should be able to clear up your dailies every day. In addition, this game also has a roguelike mode, so if you are interested in roguelikes, turn-based roguelikes, then feel free to just come in and try this out for a little bit before you decide whether you want to play. But so far, the story has been pretty decent. The side quests have been very entertaining. The characters are very cute. There's a lot of cute interactions with the characters, and so far this game has been top tier for me. In terms of quality of life also, it beats Genshin Impact, but still, Genshin does have an open world and it does have the story, blah blah blah. It's really, I can't choose between the two. They're both by the same company anyway. Just play both. I'm doing that. Maybe you shouldn't play both, but hey, whatever. Choose which game you want to play, and this game's pretty good. Yep, that's it. I hope you all were able to learn something new from my video. And yeah, that's it.